Hi there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DutchRC channel, and this time I have a small box to show you, well, the content of the box that is. This is from GearBest and it contains a micro FPV quadcopter and it's called the Ocday Razer RF100. Now on the GearBest site it's called the GB100. I'm not sure why, but well, it's the same thing. Why did I get this one? Well, it looks nice and it's on offer. Here, let me show you on the GearBest site. Very affordable for a DSM-2 NACE 32 micro FPV quadcopter, right? Pretty nice price. So let's see what's in this box here. And there is our small little friend. And yeah, obviously there are lots and lots of micro FPV quadcopters on the market at the moment. Quite a few of those are a bit messy in my opinion. They've got wires all over the place and an FPV camera that's strapped on there. And I don't like those kind of quadcopters. I do want my products to look a bit nice, to have a design of some sort, and this one does. Yeah, nice orange shell. It has a lens cap on the camera, as you can see, and yeah, this shell also adds a bit to the rigidity of the frame. The arms are carbon fiber, by the way, and yes, it is brushed, of course, this micro FPV quadcopter. I do hope that they will release brushless micro FPV quadcopters in the near future, but until that, yeah, I am hopeful this one flies well. It has a 600 milliampere 1S LiPo at the bottom, and the package actually comes with a second LiPo. That's nice. That's pretty luxurious. And at the back over here you see a micro GST connector, or is it a micro LoC connector? Common plugs, these, and the USB plug over there. This antenna over here is the 5.8 GHz video antenna, and this quadcopter can utilize 32 channels. Not at a time, but you can choose between 32 channels. Okay, let's have a look what comes with this quadcopter. Alrighty, the quadcopter comes with 4 spare propellers, and the original propellers are already on the quadcopter when you receive the quadcopter. It has a prop removal tool, very nice, a USB charging adapter, a little screwdriver. I'm actually not completely sure why, maybe to service your quadcopter, and the second 600 milliampere 1S LiPo. Actually, I think 600 milliampere is a little big for a micro-sized quadcopter, but we'll see. In a minute we'll take it out for a maiden flight outdoors. And yes, the quad also comes with an instructions leaflet. Instructions, well, it's more a spec sheet. Not much instruction material here, but then again, you don't really need it. At least if you know about quadcopters a little, and you'd be buying this quadcopter if you already have a DSM-2 transmitter, so I assume you have a little bit of knowledge about quadcopters and such. So, with that all said and done, let's take it out for a flight. Here we go. Alright, we're outdoors and there's a little bit of wind. That's okay. Should make a good test for the little quadcopter. And before I take off, I should tell you that the channel order in this one is a little different than I had expected. Let me show you. Yes, of course, in clean flight you can change the channel order, but the default channel order is throttle, aileron, elevator, rudder, and then a 3 position switch for your flight mode. Okay, let's take it up.
Okay, as you can see, it does fly, which is of course nice. Let's take it around the block a bit. Works pretty well. It has less trouble maintaining altitude than other brushed FPV racers. There are some people jullie kunnen wat doorlopen hoor. One of my neighbors felt a bit concerned with a quad.
Not concerned.
Well, concerned not to mess up my video.
Yes. That's correct. They get smaller and smaller.
Yes. Yeah, and this one even has an FPV camera in it, so you can fly it. No, it's not connected at the moment. I'm not doing FPV, but the little black dot at the front, that's the camera. Yes, and it has a video transmitter, so I can fly it with an FPV goggle. And this is the maiden flight, to see if it flies well. Now obviously a quadcopter like this doesn't have a lot of power, right? But it's not difficult to not have it crash into the ground. Yes, thanks. Okay, like I was telling my neighbor, this one is somewhat or somehow easier to keep off of the ground, especially when you've just flown brushless quadcopters. You might have a little trouble keeping these micro brushed quadcopters off of the ground. This one is very easy to fly. Surely it doesn't have heaps of power. It does have slightly bigger propellers though than most micro FPV quadcopters. And it's very easy to fly. Let's see, it does have a slightly older NACE firmware, Clean Flight. So I will probably put a beta flight firmware onto this quadcopter, but it's not really needed. It flies very nicely. I'm actually, obviously I hoped it would fly well, but it does better than I had expected. I don't know why, but it's not hard to keep track of. That's a bit weird. I thought I should complain about it not having LEDs, but I'm not missing LEDs. It's very nice to fly this one. Okay, so it flies well. I'm happy about that. I'll do a separate video on the FPV experience with this quadcopter, and I'll throw in an DVR recording into that as well, of course. You can't really mount an action cam to quads like this, obviously. That would be far too heavy. But yes, I will do a DVR recording. I have not had a look at the quality of the FPV camera as of yet, but we'll see. I'll show you in the next video about this GB100. Nice quadcopter this, man, even for just line of sight flying. Very nice. Okay, my battery must be about done by now. So yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope it was entertaining and or informative for you. And hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye.